What is the thing with the shotgun? Why can't you use a rifle? What's
Jersey, you can't use center fire or rimfire rifles. Their reason behind it is the bullets have a ricochet that's farther than a shotgun slug, which is untrue. A shotgun slug will ricochet farther than any bullet.
Yeah.
And just because they're high-powered, you know, even though we go muzzle loading and we use 50 caliber rifles for muzzle loading, you can't use a 30-06 or a 7mm with going out shotgun like hunting in Jersey, which is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, huh? You use muzzle loader?
Yeah,
Jesus,
that would be
crazy
me and my
shit.
buddy just went last week. He actually shot a doe and was already shot 3 times already, and the thing didn't die. We had to jump on it, and he had to cut its throat to bleed it out because the thing
what kind of fucking monster?
I just
he jumps on it and slits his throat.
I just don't get it. I'm not one of these rah-rah guys, trust me, to the hunters out there, but I just don't understand the mindset where you now bleed out the animal. Holy shit.
Well,
although I enjoy fishing, so, you know, but they don't have expressions. It's an old gag, but it's a lot easier.
They're
hey, you know,
they can't even blink at you.
I don't like buying meat in the store, so we hunt for the meat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge you, sir. It's just I could never bleed out an animal.
It's like slit its throat.
Holy shit.
That's the second time in my life that I've actually had to jump on a deer and have someone slice its throat to bleed it out. I was 9 years old with my father, and a deer got hit. Now, 9-year-old, and your dad's like, jump on it, hold its leg down, and my father's cutting its throat with a knife. It's a little traumatizing, but I guess that's why I'm a little fucked up now.
Do you at least look away so you don't look into the little deer eyes and see its soul?
You got to be personal. You got to stare right into their eyes and watch the life melt right out.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I remember one time we were having a barbecue at Jimmy Jackson's ranch.
Yeah.
And he had some piggies around back, and me and my father and
you guys needed bacon.
Jimmy Jackson.
Here we go.
Went out and Jimmy held the pig's rear legs, and I had to hold the pig's front legs. And my father just goes, and I'm like, all right, what's going on here? My father just takes out his .357 and blasts the pig right in the top of the head.
How old were you?
I don't know, probably 13.
Jesus.
And the pig just went like, because it was like, it was really squealing like while we were holding it.
Yeah.
It was very hard to hold. And then he just blasted it, and its legs just went straight out and started shaking.
And that was it.
Yeah, and then they slit the throat, got the pulley, hang it up. Womp, womp, womp. You get it onto the rafters and bleed it out. And then, you know, the people come over and skin it and do all that bullshit.
It probably tasted really good, though.
Oh, it was amazing. They cook it in the ground for like
I heard
a
that.
day or 2 days.
You
or
wrap
whatever
it up in all sorts of shit,
Yeah,
right?
you wrap it up in a bunch of shit. You put a bunch of coals, get them all hot, and then you put it in the ground and you fucking bury it.
Yeah, I've seen that
And then
somewhere.
you dig it up like a day and a half later or something. It's amazing.
How do you know how long to do it?
I don't know.
That's so fucked
It
up.
is really fucked up. People just learn this shit.
I was going to ask you something else. You said something there. Oh, Colin Quinn's been doing the show lately, right?
Yeah.
You haven't told him a Jimmy Jackson story. He's a big fan of the Jimmy Jackson.
I know. I was listening to a best of, and I was telling the Chariot story, and Colin was in here just laughing at that.
He loves Jimmy Jackson. He can't get enough of Jimmy Jackson. Here's a cop.
The cop, you idiot.
Don in Jersey, you getting ready for the Big Bear thing, huh?
I hope they fucking kill them all. I'm tired of responding.
Oh, you get a lot of calls, a lot of bear calls.
And the residents want you to do something about it. So we pull up, we hit the air horn, they look at you like, yeah, can I help you? And they tear apart their $100 bear-proof garbage cans, fuck everything up. Then they decide to go play with the school kids. And then we got to respond to the school. It's such a fucking hassle.
Yeah, huh?
We hit the old, and nothing happens.
Yeah, and that's all you can do. You're not allowed to shoot them or anything unless they're putting someone in danger.
Handgun is just going to piss them off. So.
Yeah.
Right.
What a pain in the ass.
All right, well, bear season is here. It happens every year.
Hunt on.
And what, they could stop it before Saturday if they get their numbers?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the limits are.
And who's it?
You can't shoot where I live. It's too residential.
You're not in charge of the tags, right? Who's in charge of the tags?
That's like Fish and Wildlife.
See, I want to talk to one of those guys because I'm telling you, they're fucking animals as far as how strict they are.
Yeah.
And they don't play, man.
All the fines you could get.
Right.
Shit. Amazing.
All right, Don. Thank you. Let's go to Brandon in Nevada. Brandon.
Oh, man, you guys want to hear a bear scream? There's this video. I can't believe you haven't mentioned it. You must not have heard about it. It's called Shake That Bear. There's these rednecks that insist on shooting a bear out of a tree and then fucking on top of it.
Wait. They shoot it and then fuck on it?
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, you got to watch
Damn, he
it.
goes, I've seen that.
I don't know if I could do this.
I've seen that.
Yeah, just turn the volume up because the bear screams.
We're going to eat fucked it?
The dogs are chewing on the bear.
Wow, and people are fucking on it? It's interesting.
Yeah, I guess that's the point of the video. They go out and.
What's it called?
You know what? She's kind of sexy too.
What's it called?
It's called Shake That Bear.
Shake That Bear?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a little rough for me.
Well, let's see what this is all about.
That's fucking hard.
I don't like, gross,
that's horrible.
cruel things like that myself. But I might watch it.
All right.
And John in Jersey. John, thank you. We're gonna look at that. John in Jersey, real fast.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, I called because, I think hunters, the only reason they go out there is because they have small penises.
Oh, that must be it, right? Yeah.
No, I live up in Warren County, and there's, as soon as I moved there, they gave us pamphlets, welcome to bear country. This is how, if you see a bear, do this, don't do this.
Yeah.
I saw 2 bears outside my bedroom the other night, but who cares?
Some people do. I guess they don't like their shit being eaten. Don't like their pets getting eaten.
Yeah, but then don't live in that area.
About it. Yeah, the only people I see complaining about it are these rednecks with ponytails, holding guns, and all they want to do is shoot. And, they say, the deer is, the bear comes in my house, he takes by the deer, and, he's
How should we deal with animal kind of overpopulation in areas, do you think?
Before moving up there, I've also lived in other parts of North Jersey. Never saw a bear in my life. Never. And I guess it happens, but, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Well, they do have to knock the numbers down a little bit, or at least, somehow figure out how to move the bears.
You're just against hunting, right?
I'm not against hunting.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Oh, okay. So then you're fine with animals being killed for food. What's the difference? Then what's the difference between guys going out there and shooting and eating the meat from what they kill?
Because a lot of people say that they eat the meat, but I don't really think they eat the meat. I think they just say that as an excuse to go out there.
So what do you think their bottom line is? What, they just want to kill something?
Yeah.
Do you honestly think all hunters have small penises and just want to kill things? Do you really think that?
You're oversimplifying. You're removing the small dick thing is what people say to kind of degrade people doing something they don't like. Like, some of them probably do, but I think hunting is disgusting. I mean, unless you're eating everything. Like, Nugent, I don't think is gross because he really eats what he hunts, and he doesn't want to go to the store and whatever. He's the guy who lives in the wilderness.
Feeds homeless people with what he fucking
I mean,
exactly.
There's a difference.
Jimmy?
What's that? Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, I love you. I saw you a bunch of times in Jersey.
Thank you, buddy. But I think, I think hunting in general is just gross.
I drive an Escalade. I have giant guns, and my penis is just fine, sir.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a monster, supposedly.
I have guns. I love guns. I love going and shooting guns. But you know what? I think that the only people that are for this bear hunt are just these guys that just love hunting, and they'll make up any excuse they can.
Well, people do love hunting, and it's not illegal. People hunt. It's what they do. You don't like it. It doesn't mean they have small penises or they're assholes or anything else. You just disagree with it. It's fine. But you don't have to be. You sound like a very effeminate guy. I didn't bring that up.
No.
You sound very gay in your voice. Your voice has like a gay lilt to it. But I didn't bring that up, and I wouldn't bring it up.
That's fine. Hey, it doesn't bother me. You know why? Because I don't have a small.
No, it doesn't bother me either. It doesn't matter. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
This is where this is just disgusting.
Why is the guy?
No. Thanks, John.
Thank
Too
you,
late for
sir.
that. Is the bear still alive, or he's dead at least? All right, fuck.
Bear's dead.
And the
Oh,
girl's
the woman's
getting,
moaning.
Yeah, the woman's moaning.
Maybe the guy thought it was the bear moaning, but it's the woman because she's getting fucked.
What is the point of this?
I don't know what
Because you've jerked off to everything else.
So
That's the point. Because you've jerked off to everything else. Let me give you
that
this.
should be the tagline for E Fucked.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting. This is why humans suck. Why? What are you doing?
Well, all of a sudden it just got better though. It's coming on our ass for some reason. I don't get it. Okay, that's not right.
And the
It's a bunch of fucking.
And then they allow the dogs to have at it.
Hound dogs just ripping a bear apart.
All right. Jesus.
Wow. Jeez, they are strong.
American Pickers, we do those guys next. Mike Wolf and Frank Fritz. Yes, we're still going to give those away. It's a big deal, big show. When is that? A week from today, I think. Yeah, it's an exclusive show at
a week from today.
Yes. At the Apollo.
At the Apollo Theater. You
Can't buy these tickets.
You ever been to the Apollo?
I've never been.
No.
What a great way to go to the Apollo Theater to see Paul McCartney.
Never been there myself.
Although Paul McCartney died in 1966. And they replaced him with a Canadian, I think.
A Canadian?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Campbell.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the big conspiracies. Maybe Jesse Ventura could get into that one.
They replaced him with a Canadian.
And I think his last name was Campbell, if I'm not mistaken.
He stepped in some thermite paint.
Yeah, we lost McCartney years ago, man. But the Beatles were such a big.
I Am the Walrus thing.
Yeah, it was such a big moneymaker. They had to replace Paul to make it, and
they found someone that looked and sounded just like.
Yeah, sure. Is it Campbell or am I mistaken? Maybe someone could do the research on that. Do you know, Travis? I have no idea. No one knows?
They're just showing the bear hunt. I love the people that tie the bears to their fenders and roofs of their cars when they're driving down the road. That horrifies children. A deer tied to a fender with blood dripping down the tire.
You never made.
And some kid just looking out his window. Hey, I was just counting Volkswagens.
You've never really made the trip from New York to Western New York in the middle of deer hunting season, have you?
Yeah, I've been up there.
Route 17.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I've seen plenty.
We used to count, the deer on the top of the cars.
Yeah, the station wagons.
Unbelievable.
Blood dripping down the back window.
Oh yeah, you get it home any way you can.
Yeah.
And just count them.
I always laughed at the ones that would tie them to the front fender. That was like the big thing to do back in the oldie days.
Right.
Was tie it to the front fender.
Yeah, a lot on the roofs, I think.
Yeah.
Living in Western New York, you saw deer all the fucking time. So many deer on the side of the road dead. So many.
Dead.
So many deer that you would just see getting hit when you're on a highway.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up.
I've seen more than a few of those over the years.
William
Campbell, thank you. Thank you.
Campbell.
Here's the story for Jesse Ventura. Maybe he could do this on his conspiracy show. The clues were used to suggest the following story. The Beatles clues in their music and all? All right, and him barefoot and all that crap? 3 years previously, on November 9th, 1966, McCartney, after an argument during a Beatles recording session, had angrily driven off in his car. He had crashed it and died as a result. To spare the public from grief, the Beatles replaced him with William Campbell, the winner of a McCartney lookalike contest.
That sounds ludicrous. No
Why?
way.
It's just as good as any other conspiracy.
Any other conspiracy? Yeah, I'm not buying it.
That's how we should give away the tickets. If your name's William Campbell and you can prove it, you can go.
If you're actually William Campbell,
isn't that easy to figure out?
That name. How did that slip by me all these years?
I remember Campbell. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's not fair to the people who aren't named William Campbell. I forgot.
It's too
giving away stuff has become very complicated.
He's too much like Paul McCartney, though. See, he looks like him and sounds like him.
Yeah, but it was a lookalike contest. That makes sense.
Oh yeah. No.
You remember the Doors cover band out there in Long Island? He looked just like Jim Morrison.
Oh yeah. There's never anyone that looks exactly like someone else. It's not like the movies.
Was I the only one watching all the shred videos on YouTube over the weekend? Did you go
Hysterical.
deep?
No, I didn't go too deep.
There's a million of them.
I watched a few too. We were all doing that.
Hilarious.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course we were. The whole crew was doing it. I love those shred videos. I showed them my girlfriend. We laughed. I did everything but think of what I should have been thinking of.
Exactly.
Everything. I watched a lot of shred. Here, honey, watch this. Let's have a laugh. Let's go see Ozzy again. I did everything except think creatively.
I gotta agree
Jimmy's
with you.
very upset because we don't have an idea for the Paul McCartney "Take It Still."
And dude, I say I
we
really,
still don't.
It is a collective we. I'm disgusted with everybody on this show, myself absolutely included.